So, what if you could hear a voice from 2,500 years ago? And I don't mean like a faint echo, I mean a living, tangible message right here for today. Well, that's what we're diving into. We're exploring the Lotus Sutra, this ancient text that claims it can do exactly that. It can make a timeless voice visible. I mean, really think about it for a second. How do you connect with wisdom from a world that's basically vanished? You know, the Buddha's original voice, the one he spoke with 2,500 years ago, it just disappeared into thin air. The words, the tone, his presence, poof, it's all gone. So how in the world can that guidance bridge such a massive gap in time to reach us? This is the exact problem the Lotus Sutra tackles head-on.
And the sutra's answer is, well, it's pretty radical. It basically says the text isn't just a record of the Buddha's voice. Get this, it is his voice, captured and made visible. These written words literally transform something that was fleeting, sound, into something tangible and permanent. And that's what allows that pure, ultimate voice to keep echoing through the centuries.
Okay, so how does that even work, right? How can a bunch of written characters actually be a living voice? Let's break down the mechanics of this whole transformation.
So here's the core idea, laid out really simply. On one hand, you've got the Buddha's spoken words. They were invisible, intangible, and, yeah, they vanished. But on the other hand, you have the Lotus Sutra. It's the complete opposite. It's visible, it's tangible, and, this is the key word, resuscitated. We're not just talking about a memory of the voice. This is supposed to be the voice itself, brought back to life.
And you've got to understand, this wasn't just done to, preserve history or something. The text is super clear that this voice was made visible for one reason, for the benefit of humankind. It was created for all the people who would come later. That means for you and me. So this isn't some dusty old museum piece. It's a living bridge, built specifically to connect us across thousands of years. But it's actually more than just a bridge to the past. The sutra is meant to be an active tool, an instrument that we can actually use in our lives. Right now.
So, when the text calls the sutra an instrument, don't think of like a violin or a piano. It's more like a scientific instrument. It's a tool specifically designed to help us generate the Buddha's voice and wisdom inside ourselves. The whole point isn't just to read words on a page, it's to create this deep internal resonance with that ancient wisdom.
And we're not talking about just any old teaching here. This is presented as the absolute pinnacle of wisdom, the highest, most profound message there is. And it has one single massive goal: to bring every single being to a state of ultimate liberation. I mean, the scope of that is just completely universal.
So, who is this for then? Who gets to access this? Well, the answer couldn't be simpler. Everyone. The text is really explicit about this. It says this wisdom is for you, whether you're clever or dull, stupid or wise, focused or distracted, it really doesn't matter. Your brain power, your state of mind right now, none of that is a barrier.
So what's the big message it's trying to wake up inside of us? It's a reminder of our true nature as bodhisattvas. Now, a bodhisattva is basically an enlightened being who dedicates their entire life to helping everyone else. And the sutra's big claim is that this incredible, compassionate potential, it isn't just for a few special people. It's lying dormant inside every single one of us.
Okay, hold on. If this amazing, compassionate bodhisattva nature is inside all of us, then why does life feel like such a struggle so much of the time, right? If that potential is there, how do we actually get to it? Especially when we're just trying to deal with our own problems. And that brings us to maybe the most practical part of this whole teaching, a method for real transformation.
First up, let's talk about what it means by poison. And no, we're not talking about literal poison here. Poison is just all the tough stuff we have to deal with. Suffering, confusion, anger, anxiety, ignorance. Basically, the fundamental challenges that come with being human.
And medicine? Well, it's not some magic pill that just makes the poison go away. Instead, it's something we actually create from the poison itself. It's the compassion and the wisdom that can only be forged when we find the courage to turn around and face our own suffering and ignorance head-on. The whole process is kind of like spiritual alchemy. It's amazing. Step 1. You take the raw material of your own suffering and you transform it into a deep empathy for other people. That's the medicine of compassion. Then step 2, you take your own confusion, your own ignorance, and you use it as fuel to find clarity. That becomes the medicine of wisdom. So your biggest challenges literally become the source of your greatest growth.
So in the end, the Lotus Sutra isn't just a book of words you're supposed to read. It's more like a user manual. It's a living method for actively changing our inner world. and for turning our biggest problems into our biggest strengths.
And that really leaves us with a powerful question to think about. This isn't just some abstract, ancient idea. It's a direct challenge for us. So take a look at your own life, right now. What poison, what difficulty or struggle could you start to transform into medicine?